the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
Hare Krishna, good morning there. Ooh, I think I better be careful here today, man. We got lions around here, man. Sometimes they roar. I better watch my P's and Q's, man. I better admit all my faults. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. New friend request. That's when you know the going is getting good, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Gauranga. Okay, turn your mics on. Let's chant some japa. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Shri Advaita Shiva Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Gadadhar
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gaura Chandra 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 Gauranga 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jaya Sri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna
Adhikura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jaya Jaya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha Krishna. Pray for this Sangha. It's becoming too ecstatic. We're becoming too intoxicated by your presence. Please pray for our Sangha. Who knows where this will go? Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, oh Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Right. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya. Jai Nityananda. So pleasant interactions. So we'll go with this here because this is important. Hey, this is great, man. This is wonderful, man. I love it. This Krishna shows he's taken over, man. It's his Sangha now. Everything is under his control. You could see when we're getting purified, it's he takes over, and it's his pastimes, And one is the great shakeout. See, great shake-up. See, and when you're getting shaken up, so you understand, because when you're getting a shakeout of something that's very deep and some deep darkness that you don't want to look at, you've been pushing down all the time. What happens is first it comes up and you think the darkness is the light. You think that, oh, there's something terrible happening. See, oh, we got to do something about this. That's the false ego. No, this is great. It's actually, this is a sign of Krishna's mercy that the darkness is coming up, is to get out. See, and so at first, it's like kind of like people in the world. A lot of men don't want to be emotional because they're afraid of losing control. See, and so this is a spiritual thing too with the false ego. It has some control in the background, and it's afraid of losing control, and you identify with that. That's the darkness. Okay? So that's what's going on here with Johann. He says, he reacted, oh, there's something terrible no, you're just looking at the dark. No, we're nothing, everything beautiful. This is all beautiful. Everything's more solid. That's why, Krishna is bringing that up so that you can look at this finally and release it, because your preaching will be much better. It'll be deeper, more pure, more clear. That's in the background, and it comes out with it shows that, see, the false ego deep inside has the lack of faith. See, that's the thing, it shows. See, that's what you got to get rid of. You got to see that part's coming out. It's that faith that doesn't have faith in Guru, that wants to be, it's the pride that wants to be on top. So you didn't want to look at that because, who wants to look at that? Better to just, oh, Gurudev, and this, but this is behind the scenes. That's the hypocrisy. So the Lord wants to get at that hypocrisy. Same thing with Shamaguri. So that's the idea that Lalita picked up when in Shamaguri there. This is great. I mean, you asked for it, man. You said you want to be unblocked. Well, there you go, man. Which is good. That shows, but you got to understand how the false ego works. Yeah. Oh, please. See, this is the hypocrisy. This is where we're going to get all this Vaidhi out of everybody. This is the great shake up and shake out. So it's great. This is going to shake everybody up. And that's great. This is how we come to the next level. See? Oh, yeah. Oh, Lalita, I pay what you, but I'm not going to be crawling at your feet. See, there's the hypocrisy. See, there's the pride. See, she called you on it today, so that's good. I mean, otherwise that's going to be driving your devotional service, and it waters it down and weakens it. That's what I was seeing in Johann. He has this thing in the background that's watering down his preaching. Really, I mean, some of you guys are impressed because you see him ecstatic. I'm not that impressed because I see this thing watering it down. I would, and so Krishna is so kind, he's bringing it to the surface. I mean, so you get the opportunity. I'm just going to tell you, you're lucky, all of you, Johann and Shamagori and everybody else, to be here, because we do have that spotlessly pure one, and he makes sure that we all get purified, of these things. He doesn't like hypocrisy, and actually only we like it when we believe in it and we're under that, and the Lord's shaking it up and shaking it out. That's like that. I always loved that. I've always touched by that poem of Kehil Jabram. It was completely channeled by Krishna. When love finds you worthy, it will caress your tenderest wings. That's your love, and your appreciation, your faith, and all of that. and in Krishna and Guru and all of that, and it'll descend to your roots and shake it from its clinging from the ground. See, you're clinging. There's deep in the sub, like this, they call it like the subconscious. You're clinging to that root, which been rooting the false ego. That's the snake, the hypocrisy. It's rooted down there, and so the Lord's descending to your roots and shaking it from its clinging to that root. That's what keeps you in this material universe, this hypocrisy. That's the part that is really against surrender. When you say, I ain't going to crawl on my feet, that's that false ego, man. See, you're getting identified. So that's coming into your awareness that has a hold on you. Same thing with Johan. It's this lack of faith in Krishna, in what's going on, in Guru, because you see Lalita and I don't have any, I see it's all beautiful. I see that's beautiful. I see this, now we're making some deep progress here. See, this is what the thing, I thought about this too, in relation to the God brothers. See, Prabhupada he was worshiping the spotlessly pure one, and where he had the favor of that transcendental Lord in the disciplic line. And many of the God brothers died with the covering of the false ego. Only the neophytes, they're, oh, Guru Devs, oh, Sridhar, and this and that. And all they lacked was the close association with a person like Prabhupada. If they would be able to go through the great shake up and shake out, and most didn't. So they didn't make it that way. A lot of you guys out there in the ISKCONs, and you believe, oh, they're just as good as Prabhupada. You have no idea. You got to go through the shakeout. That means you come close to the real devotee and stay there and then the hypocrisy will be shaken out, and then you'll be one-pointed. It happened even with the early Christians. They called a lot of people out, man. They saw the hypocrisy in people, just like Jesus did. And people here, like Lalita, showing she could see the hypocrisy. A lot of people here in our Sangha still can't see it until it's called up. See? So we're lucky. This is a sign of spiritual growth, of solidarity of our Sangha. That's why Andromeda was very impressed by this. She felt, now I found a place where I can root myself. I've been waiting for this. See? So pray what? Johan, your prayers are being answered. Shamaguri, your prayers are being answered. See, I will still love him. Well, your love's sentimental because, you'll see what pure love is. You just stay here and go through the great shakeup. And when she will shake all this stuff out, you're clinging to the false ego part. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's, you're still learning what pure love is there, Shamagori. That's why you love, a little bit of ISKCON, and you consider like ISKCON devotees your friends and all that. No, I only consider those who take shelter, the truth, my friends. If somebody says, I don't know, man, pray for this Sangha, it's going to hell and all that. Hey, man, I don't love that. I don't love that part, that person identifying with a false ego. Oh, I'll love it when that's out. Then we talk about love. I mean, there's a high standard here. Sorry, it's just how it is. Yeah. Yeah, and that's proof. I'm just watching. Krishna's watching. I'm watching. Lalita's now watching. She's one of the watchers, And you'll see who some people won't believe it. Like if this is the test how sincere you are. If you're willing, what do you think surrender is? What do you think dying is to the old self? Hey, man, it all comes out here. Because if you don't, you'll do a Meena trip or a Mahavirya or a My Ex-Wife trip. Or a Christina trip. See, they don't want to go through the full purification. And that's okay. I just want to be with people who really want Krishna, and that means they'll really go through the purification. You may stumble a little bit. You may have to fight a little bit because, the false ego is fighting. Like that's what I liked about River. She was honest about it. She knew that stuff. That's why she's in Godhead, man. The Lord likes honesty. He likes an honest person. She knows even Lolita appreciated that. Because even though I said, well, you see, she's going, yeah, well, she says, she admits, and Lolita's okay with people that admit their faults. You can even fight a little bit and all that, but hey, man, yeah, this is a fight for true life here. See, even Lokanathji was noticing see, that shows you that people are noticing that this is solid here. We're not, because, like Johann, he's a popular preacher here. He's a powerful preacher, right? Influential. And even though he says the Sangha is going to hell, we're sitting here in peace. See, only his hell is going to hell. We're sending it down. Well, I have to bring it up. Yeah, we're going to convert that hellish thing into a beautiful, pure thing. You see, see. So this is a sign of our solidness here. Show a sign of the truth, and then you see how it all works out. It's all recognized. This is why I say this is all under Krishna's control. All of this stuff, we just watch the play, participate. We're on stage, man. What are you gonna do, man? We're on stage, man. You gotta, yeah. The Lord's teaching. Shamaguri, know your writings to me, show me the opposite. You are fighting me again. Yeah. So anyway, that's part of becoming aware. Like Shamaguri, in a sense, is being honest. She can't see it. So the fight has to be there, and even the truth will win. You'll see that's that split there, Shamaguri. That part that doesn't want to surrender, but you believe that's your truth. So you just keep putting it out, and and stay. Tie yourself to the mast, and you'll see that part it's rising to the awareness. It shows. It comes out of the hypocrisy. Comes out of the mouth. It comes out of your real understanding. Or lack of it, or the split there. Same thing with Johann. That's coming out now. That's his truth. So you still, just because you believe it. Lolita and I don't believe the hypocrisy, but you guys believe it. So let's have a little fight. You just keep, and you'll see the awareness just by the fact it's coming out is showing that it's feeling comfortable to come out. See? So, and then when you see it, then I see. Okay, you just let it go. And that's the repentance, is just not identifying. See, you think that's the real you, is that part, that's that part that doesn't want to surrender to the truth, that doesn't really want to fully apologize from the full heart. See, there's that little part there that said, no, I'm going to hold on, I ain't going to be crawling, man. I'm not, See, that's the pride. Okay? And the Johann, the thing, it says, see, his stuff is, he's feeling he's losing control. For 6 years now, he's had control over that, and he's fooled a few people, and they're accepting that part. Okay. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, I have always had this. I felt, Krishna, why can't I just fully, with Johann, why is it? It's always this part, because Krishna's showing there's this part. See, and once that's admitted and out, then it'll come in. See, that hypocrisy has to go in everybody, all of us, wherever it is. So, see, it's beautiful. I was so happy when I listened to the whole thing of Lolita. That's why I started. Actually, I would have started earlier, but it was so interesting. I was so excited. It was like, what an adventure, man, to see Lolita, and Johann doing his thing, and then Shamaguri, and everybody, and then Andromeda, and all of this. This is the real pastimes, man. This is like a Jesus. This is Lord Caitanya. This happened back then, man. These kind of things. So if you, Johann and Shamaguri, stick it out in spite of this purification, that shows you they're really sincere. If not, they're sort of, they're on their way, but they just can't take the full thing. So Just how it is, Especially people that have that ISKCON thing. It's stubborn, man. Look at Mahavira. Look at my ex-wife. Look at anybody, whatever whatever walk you come from. They just don't want to go deeper, and that's how we. This like Prabhupada had this saying: "Purity is the force." For us, it's the force that helps us go deeper. And if I'm going to preach and take on, I'm not taking on hypocrisy. And the Lord knows that. He doesn't want to I don't want to take it on. It's got to come out of everybody, all of us. Otherwise, we can't go on. That's the sinister force Prabhupada talked about and couldn't get rid of. That was the sinister force with Bhaktisiddhanta, and they knew they couldn't get rid of it because they were just working to a certain type of level. That's why they only preach Vaidhi. But we're preaching the Lord Caitanya, the spotlessly pure one. He's going to take all those spots out, especially hypocrisy. Otherwise, you remain on a Pharisee type level. Still in the Varnashram, they can't get rid of hypocrisies. That's running. That's why they stay on the Vaidhi level. The hypocrisy is there's a part that won't surrender to the real deeper Krishna, but it's always Radhe, 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 Krishna, Krishna. But there's that part. That part is coming out here in the Sangha, in certain devotees. And that's your good fortune. Now you're going to really advance. Well, depends on whose opinion. Maybe you agree with the false ego's opinion that you're right. But let me tell you, you are very wrong if you don't come to the point of agreeing with this. Then you're stopped, and you'll be offensive. You'll just say, "I don't agree, Gaur Hari. No, it's my opinion." Yeah, there you go. There's a different opinion, man. See? We'll continue on with the real mercy. And those don't. You'll just go by the wayside. So how much do you really want Krishna? Because the false ego can't come into Vrindavan. You may think you're in. See, this is the problem with the Narayan Maharaj group. In their minds, they think they're in Vrindavan. Oh, right. And that's why they don't got the ras. Here, people are getting some ras and everything, and still the false ego might be there hiding in the background in the shadows. Well, that shadow has to come out. And so anyway, for Johan, that's the idea. When you feel like you're losing control, now you're getting it. Because you are losing control, and that's good. Yeah, let it go. I mean, let go of all control. Let it come up and out and look at it. And then release. Oh, that's been driving me. See, the awareness. Otherwise, if you're unaware of the hypocrisy, how are you going to get released from it? It's always going to run you in the background. It's going to weaken your preaching. It's going to weaken your Krishna coming really close to you. And if you're getting the rays, that's good. It's driving up the hypocrisy. So, just tie yourself to the mast and don't believe in the sirens. Hey, let me tell you, man, can you tell that this Sangha has got no problems? Actually, these problems is our breakfast. We eat these problems here, man. Give me your false egos, man. Give me your hypocrisy. I'll eat it for breakfast. Hey, listen, there's no problem here, man. You don't have to pray anything. Your prayer is answered, Johan and Shamaguri, and everybody else that has any of that. Yeah. See, this is what Krishna's been waiting for, and Lord Caitanya and Prabhupada's waiting. That's why I got their full approval, because we ain't budging, man. No false ego is going to overturn this preaching and this truth here. That's why I'm so happy with Lalita. She sees the false ego like I see it. I thought, wow, man, Krishna's growing up there. Yeah. Adrama says, I just read in an amusing quote from Prabhupada. There was a devotee with false humility wanting to converse with Prabhupada, and he said, "Oh, I am the lowest and most fallen. Please have mercy, blah, blah, blah." To which Prabhupada replied, "You are not the most anything." That's how it is. That's why Lolita saw that in you there, Shamaguri. What is this? Oh, please, but I ain't gonna cry. Oh yeah. That's one of
She had
those.
more of those quotes,
Let's
one
see.
after the other,
Yeah.
one after the other of that kind.
Yeah, when you get the mercy, you see the bullshit, man. You see it. You're lucky too. So yeah. So if you really want Krishna, well, here, man, you got to go through the fire. Yeah, it'll burn up everything. And you're playing the drum and the piece. I love it. Yeah. This is a trip, man. This is fantastic. I love this. Man, we have a real Jesus pastime here, real Lord Caitanya thing. People are seeing it too, especially the sincere people. Yeah, they're looking. You're looking for that solid nest. The birds are looking for the nest where they can say, "Hey, I think this tree is solid here, man." Yeah. Okay, so let's see what I read here. Let's see, what do we read here? Let's go to the library. Let's see here. Yeah, and that's why you see, like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, maybe I got it up here. Yeah, well, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, because you're never envious of me, I shall impart you the confidential truth of bhakti. It's full of mysteries and everything. And some people get it to a certain extent, like Vallabhabhata also did get it. But on the deeper side, there's some blindness there, and that comes out in your preaching. And here in our Sangha, some devotees are going very deep, and they can pick it up. You know, they pick it up. Not everybody does. A lot of people they see, some ecstasy and all that. But there will be some blindness and some inconclusiveness in that. That's that part. See, and the more that's out, the more you'll understand everything, as it is. And that's the maturing process. And that's, which if you really want Krishna, you'll go through that. Because if there's blindness, it'll come out. And we have devotees who are advanced enough to see that blindness. And it comes out as inconclusiveness. You start saying things, it's all about love and all that stuff. That's all because of not getting the full understanding. You may get the understanding that Gohari's guru and Krishna's God and ecstatic love and all of this stuff, but if there's the darkness, the contaminated part that'll block certain things. See, and so this is how it's that's the test. Say, hey man, that's not conclusive. Or Lolita saw that it's not conclusive, man. Why are you preaching like this? See? And no. See, that's the darkness trying to run the show. See, the speculation. See, that comes from wanting to be this and all these impurities that are hidden in the darkness. And they also want to preach. See, they want to come out and be the preaching, but that's the contamination. And those who are more purified will see that, and that's otherwise you will. If you leave here, that stuff just goes with you. And you don't get the light. The light is here. It's very bright. You go out there, you just do that's the whole thing with Meena. She's in that, and Mahavirya and my ex-wife. They don't come close into this association where you're called on that darkness, so that darkness stays with them. They can't see. They're blind in that way. And we're out here who are going deeper, and we could see that. See? So that's just how it is. I mean, a lot of people with Prabhupada, he's like that. He's seeing that, and Bhaktisiddhanta also, Bhaktivinoda, seeing all these things, but they knew they couldn't really tackle that issue. This is for us to tackle. Could you imagine masses of devotees coming like they came to Prabhupada? and dealing with all this shit. Look what it is with just a couple people here. You know, we see, this is how we do it. We work on charity begins at home. We work on what's going on, our problems in the family, and get that clear and get that sorted out, and then advance, strongly, ahead, and then more can come in. See, so like that. Yeah. Already people are coming, right? Look, we got Balaram coming, this Carolina, Janine. I mean, a lot. What's his name? Lokanath G coming back. And actually, when you count them one by one, they're adding up, man. It adds up. Maybe 10, 20, 12, 13, 14 people, maybe more. And that's a lot. They're coming here to be purified, and we have to deal with them personally. So if I'm dealing, or Lalita's dealing with you personally, you're lucky. Kiss the ground if you can. Otherwise, if you do get shaken out instead of shaken up, or this stuff gets shaken out and you don't just go with it, out there, your advancement will stop because you won't be able to see that. It'll just stay there, and you are where you are until you're ready to come back, either in this life or another life. You got to go through it. You can't take hypocrisy into the kingdom of God. You can't take that down. Has to get purified. So you might as well do it here, because you're lucky that it's not in every life. You could have been born when Prabhupada was here, and you couldn't do this kind of work. Or Bhakti Sana, or Bhakti Vinod, or not. Maybe you'd be born in the cowboy time, or at that time, and then you're in the cowboy thing, and everybody's shooting everybody up, in the cowboy pastime. Who knows? Maybe you become Ben Franklin, and you didn't get a chance to meet the devotees. Looking at John. Look at the G. There he is. We've been talking about you in a nice way. And I don't appreciate the arrogant behavior of those religious groups which act as if they are elites. Who is that? Janardhan. Yeah. Yeah, it's false ego. This is, how it is. Yeah. It's all contaminations and stuff. Anyway, we got Lord Caitanya's mercy. Okay. Okay, so let's go to Vallabhabhata. Let's read some of his stuff. Text number 86. So Vallabhabhata, no, something before that.
Which book is it, Guru?
Oh, this is Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya-lila, chapter 7, verse number 80. One day after the festival was over, Vallabhabhata went to the abode of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and submitted a request to the lotus feet of the Lord. I have written some commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, he said. Would your lordship kindly hear it? The Lord replied, I do not understand the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam. Indeed, I am not a suitable person to hear its meaning. So was that really true that the Lord didn't understand Srimad Bhagavatam? He wrote the book. He's the author of the book. But why was he saying such a thing? Because that's the pride, that's the false ego that was in Vallabhabhata. He was very proud of his understanding. Can you see how that? See, that's way up into Antya-lila. These are the last layers of the false ego before you start breaking through into the transcendental understanding really deep. So some people have some of those layers still have to come out. See, so Vallabhabhata, he was a devotee too. You see, he appreciated Lord Caitanya. He he uh, believed in Lord Caitanya, but still there was this pride. He was very proud of his understanding, and that was pride. And the Lord said he needed more purification. So that kind of purification is here in the Sangha because that love of God was there and manifested. And he was, and so therefore those spots come out, see, and for purification. And so Vallabhabhata said, thought, I know so much about Srimad Bhagavatam. Oops, let me get rid of this here. I have written some, okay, the Lord replied, I read that. I simply sit and try to chant the holy name of Krishna. Although I chant all day and night, I nevertheless can complete the chanting of my prescribed number of rounds. Vallabhabhata said, I have tried to describe elaborately the meaning of the holy name. Kindly hear my explanation. Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I do not accept many different meanings for the holy name of Krishna. I know only that Lord Krishna is Shyamasundara and Yashodanandana. That's all I know. So that's the speculation, is he wanted to speculate. He had some tantalizing ideas that he was getting, and he thought these were so right, but they were motivated by pride. And so if a person speaks from that point of pride, they get the energy behind it, which is the contamination and the jealousies and the false ego, the competition. See, so you think, even though the person may be somewhat ecstatic, see, but you're getting that energy, it's still some contamination. See, the Lord doesn't want that here. He wants people to preach from a pure heart. See, and devotees here, many of them are getting able to recognize those that have a purified heart, and they would like to hear from them. Otherwise, that's the thing. When you go up and you want to preach here, man, you publicly be offensive, and you're going to get the public chastisement, like Lalita said today. You should be publicly chanted. Oh, yeah. Oh. Publicly humiliated, man. You publicly are humiliating God in that way. Lack of faith, and you're a preacher here. Oh, yeah. Well, you're publicly offensive, and you're going to be publicly chastised. Yeah, you want to be a teacher here? Hey, man, it goes with the territory. Yeah. So this is the test. To see, hey, man, are you seeing this or not? You see how this is all by the book. This happened before, and this now you get the living book. Otherwise, that's why Johann didn't understand these books before. And now you're beginning to understand them to a point. See? And now to that point of where the purification will be dredged up more. This obstacle, like Vallabhabhata. See, the Lord accepted him as a devotee, but he needed more. There was pride there, hidden away. And it comes out. You see, he wanted to preach. But from that energy, people would get the wrong opinion. And what happened was, I'll just go right to the chase here. So he started to have controversy with the purport of Sridhar Swami, not the Sridhar in this Sangha here. That's not the Sridhar. The Sridhar, the authorized acharya of that day, that the Lord loved and appreciated, and all the devotees accepted, but except Vallabhabhata, because of that pride. He didn't have faith in the commentary. He wanted to change the commentary. He wanted to put his commentary on top of that commentary. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at, man. I have the rule book here, man. I know it well enough to see all these things. I study that book. I teach that book, that rule book. I am looking here, man. I want to see if we've got to get a passing grade. you know. So Valabhabhata ultimately submitted to an extent, but it reared its head again, obviously, because it appears that he left. Okay? This is what I have with the ISKCON people. They have a very stubborn streak, what I've noticed. So, and that's why it's going to be a fight, man. Well, let's see who wins, man. If the false ego wins, you end up leaving here. You get shaken out like Valabhabhata eventually, and you go and start your own disciplic succession, and you'll be the pure devotee because you know, even here, that's that thing you think you know, right? He thinks he knows. Oh, no, this is the way it is. Gohari, don't let's pray for. Let's not pray to Gohari Guru. Pray to the Lord Caitanya directly. You see, all the shit comes out, man. You see your weakness, man. You're losing faith. That part of you, you should hate that part of you. You should say, fie on this piece of shit part of me that's taken my faith away in Guru. Now I want to go directly to Lord Caitanya because I don't believe that Guru Hari is in charge. Because if you believe Guru Hari is in charge, you believe Lord Caitanya is in charge. Because I ain't fully, I'm only half in charge. I have another half, man. I'm married. I don't know if you noticed that. You know? So, you know, if you were really clear, you would see that. If you're not, we'll get you there if you stick around. Tie yourself to the mast. Don't let those sirens take you away. Ooh, you're so intelligent, Johan and Shamaguri. You're so intelligent. You really know the way it is. Gohar, he doesn't. Let's pray to the Lord directly now. Oh, yes. Lolita, she seems to understand this point. Do you see, Johan? Anybody? Shamaguri, you see it yet? See how subtle it is? Ooh, we are lucky to be participant. I tell you, man, Prabhupada's doing backflips to see this kind of preaching. Bhaktivinoda, he was dreaming about preaching like this, but couldn't do it. He put it all in the books for us. I tell you, I guarantee you, Bhaktivinoda, Bhaktisiddhanta, and Prabhupada are right here watching this with great happiness. Because I do what I do. I know they're doing. We do it together. We're family, man. To me, you are that Chaitanya Nityananda. Well, God, that's the representative. When you're married to that, they work through you. You're hollowed out. You know, there's the flute, and then there's the one who blows the flute. That's the word, man. The word comes through the real devotees. They are so connected, man. That's Guru, if you find one of those. In the beginning was the word. See, that word is God. See, and the beginning was the word. The word was with God. Oh, that isn't interesting. That's called the surrendered devotee, the real one. The word was with God. See, what's the difference between Guru and the Lord? They're servitor Godhead. They are perfected in that sense. And my Lord wants to give you that perfection. But you see what you got to go through, Johan and Shamaguri, to get it? Stakes are high here, but the reward, ooh, it's very great. Conclusiveness, pure love, pure conclusion. And you don't have to be anything special. Look at me. He's an ordinary person. Hey. Even a girl turns this guy's head sometimes. And I think, Johan, you see, ooh, yeah. Yeah. So what, man? My Lord protects me. Any problem purifies me. Everything. You want that, or you want to be polluted by your false ego thinking you're great? See, that's the false identity, ID. I got a Lord that purifies me. I can be normal and natural. Sometimes I screw up, you know, and I'm like a little child sometimes. You know, I go, ooh, let me check this out. Let me try this, you know. A little reckless sometimes, but he seems to like it. Look at the position we got. Look at what we're doing here. Not even the illustrious Narayan Raj could do what we do. And he had to be so perfect, so renounced, so preaching the opposite conclusion that I preach. But the conclusion I preach agrees perfectly with Lord Caitanya, and his doesn't. And that's why there's no love of Krishna like there is in this Sangha. See, because it's all, you see how important the truth, the conclusiveness is? Because if you don't preach it, Radha, which is pure love in the heart, is not impressed. Depressed, she gets depressed. See, down, pressed. Here she gets up, pressed, upsurge. Woo, perks up. Whoa, man, truth, I love it. It's our secret sauce. See? And the secret sauce, too, when you go through Radha's purification, is the secret sauce. You get the sauce, man. Psh, slaps and all that stuff. It's like Pundarik Vijayanidhi. He got slapped by, because he was like a little Vaidhi, like you two there, Johan and Shamagori, little Vaidhi in you there. And he had a little Vaidhi in him, And he said he disagreed with the intimate servants of Jagannath were, giving him starched garments with the Vedas say you're not supposed to. And he said, what is this? You're not supposed to give starched garments. And the Lord came in a dream, Balaram, and they said, what are you? How dare you? My servants, they can do what they want with me. They're my intimate servants, and you have controversy with them. Get out of this, Dom. And he started slapping them, both of them. He woke up, marks on his face even. He went to Swar Damanar and said, I had a dream. Look at my cheeks. Krishna and Balaram, they were slapping me for being too Vaidhi. He said, wow, he wore those like, wow, I was fortunate to get chastised. Are you feeling that way there, Shamagori or Johan? Are you feeling fortunate? If you're not, good. Whatever it is comes up. Yeah, it's absolute, man. Otherwise, the flower is not the right medicine. Sometimes the club is the medicine. See, Pundarik Vijayanidhi was advanced. Oh, he realized that. See, he says, oh boy. And Swarabdam said, whoa, you're so lucky to get chastised by Krishna Balaram. I am not so lucky. Dear Gurudev, I have a question, okay? Why do I not feel that there is love in the way that Lalita talks to me so rude? Yeah, because see, that's the etiquette. See, that's that part of you that wants to hide behind the etiquette. See, that's ISKCON. That's Vaidhi. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
I really want to answer on that because she is very rude towards me. Otherwise, I wouldn't give a rude answer. Really. Yeah. I'm not rude to all the others. Are there others in the Sangha who call me rude? I don't think so.
Yeah. Shamagori, what it is, it's a thorn plucking out a thorn. That's, Prabhupada taught that. A thorn plucking out a thorn. That's preaching sometimes. That's the medicine. See, you think that actually she's not being rude. Well, she is in a sense, but that's transcendental because the Lord is very rude about, let's see, what is this? Is that question? Yeah, because she's very rude to the rude. But when the Lord is rude to you, you're getting purified. And so the Lord is using Lalita in that attitude to purify you. That's the challenge, because you're saying that, no, you're being rude to her, and the Lord through her is reflecting that, is reciprocating that with you. That's the slap. And that'll be there until you get it. And the same thing with Johan. She came out strongly on Johan because Johan's coming out strongly against me saying, he has lack of faith in what's going on in Sangha. So she's coming out strongly like that against that because to protect Because if people believe that, then you fall away. Like he's in a sense, he's fallen down. When you have lack of faith in Guru and Krishna who's behind all of this, you've fallen down to an extent. See? So picking yourself back up is seeing all of that, how that false ego has caused you to fall down, caused you to trip. And that's good. It's got to come out somehow. So the Lord's seeing this is the time. See, this is the battle. This is the, that's why you see as the Lord has fighting pastimes. This is part of the chivalry, and you stick it out, the Lord will win. You'll see all these things. You see, fine, look at this. I was identifying. Look I had lack of faith in Guru. It came right out. I prayed to Lord Caitanya directly, and I see that something's not right in this Sangha. Oh, it's plenty right here. You just that's the bitey shit that's coming out. It was like, when I was preaching in Sweden, when I first started preaching, I was so ecstatic at the time there. And we were going around, we went to Christian church, I had my whole group there, we were chanting and we're Jesus and praising Jesus. And everybody's just sitting down, because that was kind of like that weight of bitey on everybody. And I just got inspired. I stood up, everybody in our Sangha stood up, we started dancing vehemently, and then all of a sudden the whole congregation got up and started dancing. And what did the leaders do? The leaders were watching this, and they came up to me and they said, "Control yourself. We were talking about this together, and we see there's something wrong going on here. Something wrong. We got to get control over it." No, something wrong is their Vaidhi was coming up. They're, wanting to control the spirit, control, so see, this is the thing, the stuff we deal with. Didn't do any good because everybody just kept down dancing, man. We didn't care. Oh, that's your problem, man. Yeah. So if you think this Sangha is going to hell, that's your problem. It's not our problem, man. That means you're going, that's your lack of faith. Faith in what we're doing is everything. Faith based on the truth. See, otherwise, if you have faith in the illusion that there's something bad going on here, see, that's the illusion, and that's your weakness. It'll make you weak. It'll make you offensive. If you don't clear that up, you'll pass out of this Sangha. And, Krishna just demands purity as the force. Purifying. You got to be progressive here. You can't hold on for years to these things. Lalita's been picking it up. You got to progress. If you're not progressive, you'll pass out and be a nice teacher, teach neophytes like Meena. And your darkness won't come out fully. And you're just stuck there. You're not progressive. So you're lucky that Krishna's demanding progress here in that case. This is the time, obviously, and this is the test to see how sincere you are. Shamaguri also. Do you get the point, anybody out there, how this works? Did you listen to Johan's class from this morning? No, give me the gist of it, Lalita. Lalita's my watchdog on Johan.
Johan was praying for himself, and he was praying for the Sangha, because he said, now Lord Caitanya really needs to come to save this Sangha, because everything is going wrong. Freddie can correct me because only the Lord can save this Sangha now, even not Srila. And for me, the bell was ringing.
Even not Srila. Huh?
Even not Srila. And I thought, what are you talking about? And then I
losing control.
I start writing, and then he says, see, Lalita, see, you don't shut up. I told you to pray.
You see.
Oh, Hitler.
Gee, I told you to accept my conclusion, but your conclusion stinks there, Johann. Your conclusion is off. Your conclusion is contaminated. That's not proper. This Sangha is what you're going through is a sign that of the power of this Sangha, purity of the force. And you're identifying, that something's wrong. No, something's right. That's illusion. It makes you think something wrong is when something is very transcendentally right. See? So you're just getting purified. So we'll see how you deal with it. Yeah. If you don't deal with it and you say, no, I disagree and all that, well, pass out of the Sangha. I'd rather be with a few less people that are sincere and can see what's really going on and are, want to see that darkness and get it out. Because otherwise, can you imagine people agree with you? They would be out. If they agree with you and that there's something really wrong here, you just attack their faith. Because faith in what we're doing is everything. I have faith based on conclusive understanding and ecstatic worship for years. I've tested this. I've checked out all these other groups who think they got it too. And I realize they don't. See? So, you by that darkness there, because you're influential people listen to you. If they believe you, you just attack their faith in the truth. And what you're teaching is a lie. There's nothing wrong here. This is very right, everything here. All the books, you see, Vallabhabhata went through the same thing. I got the law books, Prabhupada's law books here to show you're off, man. The Lord didn't accept some other conclusions, even from Vallabhabhata, who thought he knew all about it. And the devotees, they didn't listen. After a while, they saw Lord Caitanya doesn't want to hear. Even though they may not have been able to see the subtle stuff so much, but they were looking at Lord Caitanya. He didn't want to hear the conclusions of Vallabhabhata because they were full of pride. The same thing. I don't listen to Johann's class yet much unless I want to see what I done, because I want to see this stuff out. There was a time I didn't listen to Lalita's class for a long time because there was some stuff she was working out. She was with that Arjai a little bit, and I felt it in my heart. I didn't like it. And I said, okay, but Krishna was there purifying her, and she got through it. And the same thing you, Johann, too, let's see, let's see you get through, and then it's all the pleasure. You got to see that. Otherwise, you think you're the teacher, that you understand better than Guru. Then there's hypocrisy there. The part that doesn't really believe in Guru. Well, let's see which part wins. Yeah, so you're lucky, man. This is coming up, man. If you get through it, you'll be a better preacher. If you don't, you just pass out and take a break for a lifetime or two or whatever it takes. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
Yeah, Johann he thinks that I take revenge for something, but Freddie knows me very well, how I talk about Johann, how I always talked about Johann. I don't have any reason to take revenge for anything. Johann has no idea how much I love him. He has no idea how much I want to save him and how much I want to save this Sangha from this. I do this really out of love, Yeah. I'm not preaching out of hate.
Yeah. It always comes down to conclusiveness. And I'll just repeat what I've repeated so many times that Prabhupada preached. Those who have equal faith in Guru and Krishna, the purport, the conclusive purport of the absolute truth is manifest in them. See? But if you lose that faith in Guru and just go back to Krishna and everything, that's the fault. There's the impurities there. And that's why you have that lack of conclusiveness in certain ways. only up to a certain point are you understanding, and there's other blindness there, is because of that part that doesn't have equal faith in Guru and Krishna. That part thing, I'm right. I know. Gohari doesn't know. He doesn't understand these things. Therefore, let us pray for this Sangha. No, yeah. You're getting your prayer answered. That part has got to go. That part has got to be recognized. That part that doesn't want to surrender, that's resistant to the truth, that wants to contaminate you and others by that kind of preaching. See how you attack people's faith, and when you're not going through that purification, because you tell them, there's not shelter in this Sangha. Let's pray that Lord Caitanya give us shelter. See, because I'm not feeling, you're not feeling solid because of that part that's coming out. It's not, Lalita doesn't feel like there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong here. Is that this is good. You're getting a shake up and a shake out of that. See, your test of sincerity is that, see, the light is coming. It's so bright here. It's exposing that lack of faith and that misunderstanding, that whatever little jealousy or competition there is here to be the teacher, to think you know better. Hey, Krishna will prove the Guru knows better here. Okay? Until there's no more reason to have to do that. See, so yeah. Dear Guruji, did you listen? Yeah, okay, anyway, we got through that. So what is your point about that? There, if I listen to it or not. I don't need to listen to it. I'm Lalita. She's my, I'm going to point you. I point you. You listen to Johan's class and you give him the sauce when he needs it.
Well, yeah.
And then you tell me the gist.
Like Freddie says, Johan didn't clarify what's going on in the Sangha now. He needs to explain himself. Yeah,
explain that. Explain yourself there, Johan. You can come up here and explain yourself. Yeah, explain yourself. Justify yourself. We'll give you a chance. Just consider this a court of law. And we'll sit here and judge things justly. Oh, you just asked me a question. Yeah, well, I got the gist through Lalita, I know Johan well enough. I only have so much time, man. I had to make a couple of Bitcoin deals today, and I have Lalita as my my watchdog. She's like that, who's that? The Tim Lee. I forgot his devotee name. They call him the watchdog of ISKCON. He watches all the improprieties of the teachers there. I sometimes have the feeling in this Sangha that it is quite a lot about me. I thought we were a team. Okay, what do you mean by that? Can you clarify that there, Penny? We are a team. This is how team works. See, teamwork. Well, team works. You got to get the team to work. This is your practice on the field. This is the practice. See, this is the purification. See, as a team. So a team member, is weak in some way. Well, you got to build up that team member. See, so yeah, we work as a team, but it's like you got a weak team member and you say, okay, let's go play on the field. Let's go. And so you got a weak member and you don't acknowledge that. Yeah, how are we going to play ball? How are we going to win? We got a weak team member. We got Johan and Shamaguri. They got some weakness there that's showing up. We got to shore that up. We have to get them stronger. And get them stronger is to get the poisons out. See, so Krishna can fill you with this pure understanding. See, and worship without guile, without hypocrisies. Yeah, we are a team, but we got to be real. We got to be, clear. And this is how we do it. Some think it's all about themselves. Yeah, well, those are the neophytes. They think it's all about. I'm not thinking it's all about the self. It's all about Krishna. It's all about preaching. It's all about tasting the nectar of the Lord, of a eternal relationship with the Lord. What did Fernando? Did he say something here?
Oh, he gave a reaction that I appreciate. Okay. Because somebody said that I was a liar, and he gave a reaction.
Who said he was? Who said that?
Shamagori said that I'm a liar.
Just now?
Yeah, here in that I'm lying, that she's never rude towards me. She is very, very rude.
Oh, yeah. You've got rudeness, yeah. And you just can't see it. You can't see. When you're covered by darkness, you can't see. That's coming out. That rudeness has always been there. That thing that's been there. Now it's coming out to be clarified so you can see these things. A lot of stuff. Pride. Just like with Vallabhabhata. We're very deep into the pastimes here. This is why it's severe in that sense of purification. Vallabhabhata was fighting tooth and nail all the way here. You could see by the pastime here. No, listen to my purport. And he was going around. He still didn't accept Lord Chaitanya. He was fighting, and he went to all the devotees to get them to listen. And no, we don't want to hear. The Lord don't want to hear. We don't want to hear either. The Lord doesn't agree with you there, Vallabhabhata. Therefore, we go with what the Lord is. And that's the same test here, man. We got disagreement with Shamagori here and Johan in that sense. So it's a fight now. You chose a battle, okay? Fine. No problem. See, they're like Vallabhabhata, chose a battle. So if you go here with this, you want this strength or you want the weakness. Oh, pray for this. Everything's falling apart. No, your illusion's falling apart. Thank God. Hallelujah. This is a sign of strength. So you go with this opinion, become strong. You become clear. You become guru. You want to be, we're here to make gurus. No, the illusion cannot. That's an illusionist. The illusionist is the false ego of these devotees. It's creating an illusion for them. If you believe their illusion, you believe their weakness, and you become weak like them. I don't believe in illusion. I don't believe in illusion. I'm like the Neo in the Matrix, where the illusion was created, always saying, believe me, believe me, believe me. He said, I don't believe you. There are no bullets in your gun, Johan. No bullets in your gun there, Shamagori. You just think they are. See, that's the illusion. See, that hypocrisy. I have faith in you, Gurudev, but I don't. Johan, I have faith in Gohar. He's a charya, but I don't. I'm really the teacher. I know better. We need problem because Guru can't handle this. Oh, Lord Caitanya. In other words, you want to handle it. See, your false ego, that part you're identifying, wants to handle it. No. Guru and Krishna will handle it. Hey, man, I have a job here. He's given me a job. The Lord has his job. I have my job. And you have your jobs out there. And if you're not doing your job properly, then it gets called out. You want to, you want to come to the point of equal faith in Guru and Krishna? Because when you're convinced of that, then the clear purport will come through you and then you become Guru. That's why you see Lalita so far along in this. Because she got conclusiveness. This protects her. Otherwise, she would be believing in Johan or whoever else. And then she would go down with her, with the faithlessness part of others. You got to get over hypocrisy. That's why you see those who don't, those who are simple devotees, It's easier for them. Yeah. Yeah, so Fanny, the thing is, see, you just stick it out and you get really clear. There are advanced devotees here and there are neophytes, and we're not all the same. See? We're not all the same. That's so the strength is you stick with the conclusions of the advanced devotees, the conclusive and ecstatic devotees like that. They're solid. And you'll see, oh, okay, that's just the neophytes. It's all about them. It's not all about, it's all about Krishna in the advanced devotees. There's no need to be, I just need to be right. I just need to, why are they treating me like this? Why is Gohari against me? You know, I'm just praying to Lord Caitanya to save the Sangha. Yeah, why am I against? Yeah, you're right. I'm against like this, not against you. I'm against. I'm making contact. This is a contact sport. That's how you get purified. Up against that false ego. Yeah. Let's see the false ego wants to bully our Sangha, wants to bully the truth here. Yeah, the bully comes out here. And I'll show you who the bigger bully is. You know, they have bullies in the world. They bully the weak people, right? See, you think it's any good? Krishna also bullies through Guru. Bullies your false ego, man. Shows you who the stronger one is. See, and that's how it works. Come up against that false ego, man. Otherwise, because the false ego wants to come up against. See, it's just reciprocal. So, see, a thorn plucks out a thorn. The false ego wants to bully what's going on here, wants to control. Say, yeah, just everybody listen. It's weak here. Oh, it's terrible. Anybody who believes you just believes an illusion. That's an illusion, man. That is so far from the truth, man. No, your illusion, you're projecting your illusion, man. And when you see that projection, then you can get through the illusion. Otherwise, that's your world. Oh, it's falling apart here. People don't agree with me. Lalita's she's not following my order. I told her to not speak and let me just promote my illusion that everything's falling apart and all these people coming to listen to me are going to be in fear. No. This is all your tests. You believe in Johan's idea or you believe in Gohari's idea and Lalita's idea? There's nothing falling apart but your illusions, all of you. Otherwise, you'll fall with it. Let the illusion fall away, or you'll fall down with it, believing in it. Man, this is really powerful stuff here, isn't it? Hey, man, you're in post-grad. Prabhupada said, this is Chaitanya Leela, post-grad. He asked me to teach it. I got to teach it, man. You know, you got to learn your lessons. If not, go and join Meena or something, Go Mahavirya and teach Bhagavad Gita. I remember after he left, he started, all these Bhagavad Gita classes started to go up. I thought, he's teaching Bhagavad Gita. But not the way I teach Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, so Fanny, when people are in our Sangha even are thinking it's all about themselves, that's a false ego. They're still young devotees. They still need to get purified. See, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam for a long time too. See, and by service to the devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart will be promoted. I think Johan, you know what I think? He needs to give a donation. That'll help him. He doesn't give donations so much, or just at one time. You should give your guru a donation, man. I think he can afford it. That will help you. When you do that, then I think, because I was wondering, he doesn't give a donation. You should give a donation, man. That'll show something, I think. I see regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the devotee. What kind of service are you doing? What can you do? You know, I don't consider that much service attacking the faith of devotees in what we're doing. So you got to rectify that somehow, but by at least admitting that. So do some service. If you can't preach properly, then do something. You know, maybe give a donation or something. That'll purify your heart. You know, the service, I think, is very important. I'm seeing for many devotees. They need to do that. Some kind of service that'll help them. Whatever you can do. If you can, what can you transcribe videos? Can you do something physical to help our sangha? And especially if you're having problems with the false ego, by service. And I'm putting it in a bank, and hopefully, and this bank, has a good chance it'll help everybody in the long run. Because I'm not thinking just for me. I'm thinking, I gave that up a long time ago. We're a family, right? Lalita isn't just some lady. She is very elevated. She's very good. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Very fortunate. I feel purified in her presence, man. And I get the good fortune. She's going to come visit me. That's amazing, man. Wow. Am I a lucky guy? Yeah, if we have some, yeah. Yeah, if you have some controversy, because she's you see, all very deep ecstasy and very deep conclusiveness. All that is in her bank account, man. It just she gets more and more strong from it. You see, and what she did today, in her preaching is to protect her guru, to protect you, to protect this sangha. See, that's Guru Dev. When you start to get in deeply in the conjugal, all kinds of things come out. Not only are you worshiping in the beloved state and showing that kind of relationship, but also protecting Krishna, protecting your Krishna in your heart. See, that comes out. That is, you see, Krishna sees that as great service. And people are picking it up, like Lokanathji saw, and Andromeda saw. Wow, this is really important. See, this is, so the Lord's using devotees. They're very deep, and you see, sincerely worship the Guru and Krishna, and in ecstasy. Look at where it shows. It's amazing, these things. I was very happy when I watched the whole thing with drama, Krishna drama. And I like the responses of the devotees. And you, Shamaguri and Johan, you're participants in this. This is your roles. So if you're thinking, hey man, you're on stage, we're all, and that's your parts now. Just play it well. Hey, man, fight all you want, man. Whoa, I like a good fight. Krishna likes a good. So let the real Krishna win, right? Truth, let the truth set us all free. Look at Vallabha. Even the Guru, what's his name? The other guy, Ramachandra Puri. He's in there too. Part of the pastimes. See, part of the Lord's works. So you got a roll, hey man. So you're lucky. Get some roll, get you in the book. Not any Joe Blow is in the Bhagavatam, is it? This is you get, if you're in this Sangha, you get a roll. Even if you play a fool, fighting with your false ego, it's not even yours, it's just there, and you identify with it. So you got a roll in the Sangha, man. Everybody learns from these things. The world learns. Yeah. Okay, what else? Where was I? Valabhavata, right? Valabhavata.
What verse are you now, Guru Maharaj? The verse?
Okay, yeah. Verse number, I'm going to go here. So, 87.
Okay.
So, Lord Caitanya says, I conclusively know these two names, Shamasundra and Yashodanandana. I do not understand any other meanings. Nor do I have the capacity to understand them. See, those two meanings is just basically chanting the name with great love. That's what it is. That's the conclusiveness, is the love for the name. Okay? The name is the absolute truth, and love is the absolute truth. There's no other purport other than loving God, loving these names, loving these pastimes. It's all the Lord, loving the Lord. Love of God is Vrindavan. See, Vallabhabhata was more into this speculations. See, he thought it was about something else. In other words, he was not purified enough. See, and the Lord recognized that. He recognized his purports would carry great pride, and people listen to them. That's what I've seen in Vaishnavism. You listen to these classes, and they're speaking Krishna, 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 but you're not seeing the energy. The energy of pride and energy is polluting you, man. It's contaminating you. See, you're accepting that. You're believing in that. Why do you think in the songbook it says, from the real spiritual master, the real associate of Lord Caitanya, from them ecstatic prema emanates? That's pure. That's what comes from the real devotees preaching. By their word, that's based on that pure understanding, that pure prema, your ignorance is destroyed. See? So it takes a while to come up to that standard, obviously. So you see, when you go to these other groups, they're preaching Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna. And is pure prema emanating from them? Yeah, I didn't see any. They even tell you, I ain't going to show you any. Of course, they can't. They don't have it. False ego is like here, you see this stuff comes up. It wants to hide. It wants to control. It wants to lie and deceive, starting with the person preaching. See, lie, deceive. Yeah, I got lots of ecstasy. It's a lie. No, you got no ecstasy. You're being lied to. You believe it, and others who listen to you believe it, and nobody gets any real ecstasy because it's not there. It's a lie. It's a bluff. This is called Maya. The illusory potency of the Lord is supreme. There's only one way out. From that devotee where real ecstatic prema emanates, and by their word, the ignorance is destroyed. See? That's the narrow gate, right? We got to show you what a narrow gate looks like. An eye of a needle. Can you go through it? Well, and that's why the disciples, Jesus said, who's going to get liberated? And Jesus said, with God, all things are possible. With your faith and with this preaching and that other bullshit, even in this Sangha, the bullshitters will be known. They lie to themselves first, and you could see their weakness. They lose faith that all this strength here. Can you imagine, Lolita, all this strength that we feel here? All this power, all this purity, and you got somebody saying, it's all falling apart. Oh, see, if you believe that, man, the Matrix has got you. We're outside, man. Arcane is the illusions, man. It puts you in there. You believe, have false IDs, man. And you feel weak, man, and then you lose conclusiveness. It all comes out. I think we should be scared, because I'm scared. That's you, man. That's not you. That's a false ego. You're looking at that. You believe in that. See, I'm here to expose that. Expel. Don't, look at it and get rid of it, because that's your weakness, man. See, that's coming out. Hallelujah. What else we got here? Being omniscient, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu could understand that Vallabhabhata's explanations of Krishna's name and Srimad Bhagavatam were useless. Therefore, he did not care about them. The Lord, that's the Lord in everybody's heart, man. He likes conclusiveness, man, an understanding that comes from a pure relationship between his devotees and the Lord. That's what it's all about here, is to get purified to that point and have a very nice, wonderful, pure, honest relationship with the Lord. And then you'll do some pure, honest preaching, and it will be unpopular to those in illusion. This is how it is. Uncompromising. That's why Radha hides and Krishna hides from people, because they can't take him. Well, he wants to be known. She wants to be known now. See? So the Lord doesn't care for inconclusiveness. He doesn't care for hypocrisy. He doesn't want to hear, he doesn't want to associate with that. That's why you get booted out of this Sangha if you care about the false ego and you care about hypocrisy and you care to preach it. So either that gets booted out or the Lord will boot you out. He's the doorman here. I don't have to do anything. Well, yes and no. But the Lord is our doorman, like Balimraj. He went to hell to preach. And the Lord said, don't worry, I'm going with you, man, because you chose me. Even over your guru who is adverse to me. So therefore, I'm going with you. I'm your eternal companion now. Any problems, I'll take care of it. This is what it does here. You don't think this is hell, my friends. This is not the earth now. This is hell. Hell is coming up to be purified. And we're here preaching. And my Lord's a doorman here too. Can you tell? Otherwise, how could I preach here? If without the Lord, forget it, man. We're in hell. How can we preach what we the way it is with all with this dirt there and the gaudius mitis and all that garbage in there, the false ego and pride, and everybody thinks that's pure devotional service and all those anarthas? How can we preach this here in this level, in this extent, with this pure ecstasy, wonder? We got that doorman, man. We got Lord Caitanya, Nityananda, line behind it. We got the backing to do this. Always when the hellish situation comes to a peak, you notice Kamsa got together with all the other demon nations. See, it became strong because of their alliance. Look at Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha took over the whole universe. And Nishingadev was born. See? The devotees were here too. They come first. See? Hell is coming up now. All the nations, United Nations. See, United Nations. They got together in 1979, I think, or 91 or something. They got together and made a pact. They want the demoniac to take over, the tyranny. See? That's when Krishna is born. You notice? The Lord is born here. Beyond Vaidhi. Beyond the rules. No, the sovereign, and it's his will that people become ecstatic. It's his will to fight this in his way. Sometimes soft like a flower, sometimes smacking it like a thunderbolt. See? The Lord likes a challenge. That's why he's here, man. He comes here. You know? Are you behind it? You want to be with us? Trained in this for this battle? You think in every lifetime you get such a chance to be in this a battle like this? This is Bhagavatam, man. This is epic. This is biblical. I'm not exaggerating, my friends. We are born for this. Lalita was born for this. Anybody in this Sangha was born for this. Are you ready for this? It's going to be epic, man. This is going to be the greatest show. It's already the greatest show on earth, man. The greatest show on earth is where ecstatic devotion and conclusive new truth is being preached, because everything else is bullshit, man. Everything else is less intelligence. And this is the only place I've seen it manifested and preached more and more boldly all the time. Isn't it, Lalita? More and more. Our shows just get better and better. You notice that? Show of ecstasy, show, on the stage, dancing around here, Sadhu Sangha. Or even our audience is increased. You got 18 people, 18 today, 25 the other day, 20 yesterday. You see, you got even the audience. Your popcorn out, you're riveted. What's he going to say? Yeah. What are they going to do? See, it's like a show. You don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. What is this? It's a long thing. Her association, regardless how one takes it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Look at all that ecstasy she got. Yeah, she's so beautiful. I told you, she's Miss Universe, man. She's the most beautiful woman in this world.
Nitai Chandra is really a very sincere guy. Really.
Yeah, I know.
Really wants.
Yeah, he always liked Lord Caitanya. Yeah. You see, that's the mercy. Yeah, and the Lord keeps mercy, and he's getting through his stuff. It's just not, the Lord sees all devotees. See, the Lord, that's everything to the Lord. You can be a retard, but you get faith in the real devotees of the Lord and what they do, and you like their association, the Lord will bring you. Like that, look at that thief, that murderer on the cross. Just because he had Jesus, from his heart, without guile, without wanting to be teacher and everything. Jesus, is there a place for me? I don't deserve it. I'm undeserving. Jesus says, today we shall be in paradise. We, you and I. Jesus says, my Father's great pleasure to give you. I'll say the same. It is my dearest friends' great pleasure, Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya's great pleasure to give you all the kingdom here. Isn't it? Look, it's true. There's a pleasure. They want the Lord Chaitanya. Didn't I convince you enough? Haven't I used Chaitanya Leela enough to convince you that Lord Chaitanya wants to easily give you the kingdom? If you come here, the protection is here, the conclusiveness is here, the understanding is here. Maya stands out the door. That's why Maya is trying to Krishna's kicking out the Maya in you. See, so don't go follow the Maya. Just let it get kicked out. And you stay here. The real you will stay here. And then you'll get the strength. Then you'll see the truth that's here. You'll be solid like here. And then you'll be a real solid preacher. Otherwise, that's your weakness. See, then that's why I'm here. I have to come up. Otherwise, that would come up, and then everybody lose faith, and everybody would scatter. Fernando says. What does Fernando say there, Lalita? Read.
Just a minute, I have to go back to Facebook now. Oh, that's the point, man. If Lalita were in a big, oh my God, I don't want to read this out loud.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll read it. Let's see. Okay, well, what's the point, man? If Lalita were in a big Vyasasan, they would respect her. She is on the level of being in a big Vyasasan and beyond. Yeah, those who think she is an ordinary woman are not able to grasp the mercy. Are committing. There you go. Yeah, see, he's seeing things as they are. Yeah. See, that's Krishna's very pleased when you see things clearly. If you think, she's giving me a hard time, she should shut up on it. That's the illusion, man. See, you're lucky there, Johan, is bringing out your darkness. That darkness. It's not yours. It's identification with these parts, man, that blind you to be when you're being chastised. See, you just have to see that's the weakness there, and that's what's coming out. That happened 550 years ago. The devotees' darkness had to come out. See, you just see that you're not like the Dvaitacharya who consciously knew he was doing bullshit. But devotees like that on that level they know what they're doing. He says, I'm going to preach Mayavadi to attract the Lord to beat me, because he wanted to take the beating to show that bhakti is supreme. And people weren't believing it. They were still like they are now, believing in Mayavadi. And so Lord Caitanya, Advaitacharya is such a great soul, such a powerful devotee. He says, I'll teach Mayavadi and have the Lord chastise me severely for it. I want to see that. I want to be. And he was in ecstasy being chastised by the Lord. See? That's why anybody getting chastised here by Lalita too, because she's very clear in that way. She's here to defend the Sangha. And if you're chastised and you take it well, that's good. If you take it badly, that's okay too. Hey man, at least you got it. You're lucky to be touched by the slap of Lalita when she does it. I'm not so fortunate to get slapped like you, Johan. All I get are sweet words. You get the slap, you fortunate guy, and you also, Shamagur, you're more fortunate than me. I got to do something wrong on purpose. I got to figure out what can I do wrong to get a slap from Lalita. And you guys think she's rude. You have no idea. You're missing out. Yeah, you get the mercy more than me. Like, who is it? Kamalakanta Vishwas, a disciple of Advaita, got the slap of Lord Caitanya. And he felt bad, actually, because he thought, Lord Caitanya slapped me. Not that kind of, just like, yes, Kamalakanta is a boya. Yeah, same thing. See, Kamalakanta Vishwas was a boya. Well, the Lord called him a boya because he was a sincere devotee, but he did something that was the Lord didn't like. He's a boya. I don't want to see him. Get him out of my presence. And so he felt really bad, probably like Johan, because he's a boya too right now. You see? Do you see? Right? Lalita, isn't he a boya? You know what a boya is? Doesn't see things as they are because of some false ego blindness. See, he's a boya. So Johan, you're a boya. Chamagori, you're a boya. You're not seeing things as they are. You can't help it because you're in the false ego blinds you. That we're like surgeons here to do an operation. See? And Lord Caitanya saw his disciple felt really bad, like because when you identify, why is he against me? Yeah. And Advaita comes in front of his disciple and says, you pretend like transcendental envy. He says, what is this? You give my disciple more mercy than you give me. You didn't chastise me like this. How come I don't get such a privilege to be chastised like that? And Kamalakanta was thinking, what the heck is going on here, man? See, he's starting to see things as they are because they were explained by Advaita Charya. Yeah, can you understand what's going on here, anybody? Are you getting it? Same thing. You guys are so lucky to get teachings like this. I'm so lucky to be able to say things. This is all Chaitanya Leela revived. See, when you're blinded by the false ego, you see things. You see the mirage as the truth. You see the illusion as the truth, even when you have some rays and some ecstasy. That's the Lord's works on that and starts cutting it out. It's part of the process. Yeah. See, so it's the Lord's pleasure to give you the kingdom, but you see, yeah, he wants to give it to you, but can you take it? Well, part of you can, partially. Okay, well, let's get it so you can get the full kingdom, so you can be really married to the Lord. So he's very attracted to you. You're very conclusive, and you can help those that become weak like that also. See, like Lalita can help Johan that way, and Shamagori. Shamagori asked for it. Oh, you thought she was just going to caress your false ego when you get unblocked? Oh, you asked for it. It's good. Yeah. Anything else we need to read? Let's see. David Beeman is itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. What is? Oh, David's here. Oh, you came at the. Where is he? Does he say anything? Can't see.
I also didn't see him, but I always like Andromeda's comments on him.
So Freddie says, give me some slaps, Gurudev. That's the key to success. Then I get Krishna's real attention. I don't know. I can't. What do we need to slap Freddie for? I can't seem to. I don't get any.
No.
Nothing's coming.
No slaps for Freddie. I'm so sorry, Freddie.
Not your time yet. It's just not your time. You're not so fortunate as Johan and Shamagori. It's just how it is. They're just more fortunate than you are right now. Lord Chaitanya's devotees were considered madmen. You know why? Because of this. This seems like everybody, the most of the world identifies with the Maya, the false When you find others who aren't, it's uncommon. It's like, that seems crazy. Purify every day ecstatically. This stuff has a result. The result is transcendental madness, which is the real truth. You know, the kingdom of God. That's why, why do you think people just can't go to Vrindavan? Because it appears like madness. But they're so clear and so in the truth. They're what Lord Caitanya said. We only know Shama Sundar. We only know, we love his name. We love his to see him. We love his word. We love talking about him. We love everything about the Lord as he is. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Let's take a break. Play the song here. It's been a big morning today. Whatever happened to Johan? He's like a silent duck. Is he watching, or is he? Maybe he's too afraid to look at this.
I can't see it here.
What do you think there?
Who is watching? If they don't
Freddie? What do you think, Freddie? Is he watching, or is he hiding behind a pillar or something? He's not online. Interesting. See, it's not easy to take, is it? Anyway, we're protected. If he doesn't look at these things, then he's unprotected. This is our protection. See? I have to preach like this. I have to preach the truth, because otherwise he's preaching the illusion. That's the battle. The illusion is there's something wrong here. See, that's the illusion. The truth is there's something very right here. Perfectly right. Perfectly. This is great. We get to sharpen our swords, we get to, to do battle. I mean, this is Kshatriya chivalry here, transcendental. It's a fight for Krishna, right? Fight for the absolute truth. Fight for Guru Tattva, Krishna Tattva. Yeah, who's leading the show? Is it Johan? Isn't he a disciple? Is he leading the charge? Yeah, it looks like weakness to me. Something's going on. I think you're falling down, man. Do you see how that works? You become weak. That's falling down, weak. See? Do you see? Are we falling down? No, we get more bold. You notice? See? And that's how everybody gets strong. That's the medicine. That's the surgery. See? So he must look at this video at some point. Otherwise, he'll keep that. Yeah, and until he accepts that, I say you will be a fool to go and listen to his preaching, because he'll just preach weakness if he doesn't look at this. You want to become weak devotees, go listen to his preaching while he's not purified like that. That's stupid. That's foolish. That's like some people in our Sangha. They went to Meena. I kept saying, why are you going there? She lacks faith in what we're doing. And you're picking up that energy and still. So anyway, there's your test, people. I'll be watching. I want to see who does stuff like that after seeing that weakness. And until that's accepted, you're a big fool to go and listen to that energy of weakness, of illusions, lack of faith in Guru and Krishna. You're going to pick up that energy. I don't think people are that strong. Only a Lalita or somebody like maybe Freddie can go and see it. Or others, there's some other Govinda could, which they might do, and they won't be silent, even though he would want them to be, right? He wanted her, don't say anything. Not with what's in Lalita, man. So while this purification is going on, don't be fools, especially those who like, have been inspired and all that stuff. Right now, let the purification work. I mean, if you believe it, then you're lost. I've sent him the link. He will react. He always does. Yeah, and so that's the thing. This is a classic Valabhabata obstacle. So if you don't believe me, you don't believe Bhagavatam. You don't believe Chaitanya Lila. The Lord wouldn't listen to his talks. And the real devotees wouldn't listen either, because Vallabhabhata was full of pride. He wanted to be teacher. He wanted his conclusion he thought was better than the devotees, even the acharyas, and even the other. He wanted to instruct the devotees. And you want to go to classes when a person's in that mood like that, and you don't think you're going to get contaminated? One devotee did. One devotee was kind of very humble. It was Gadadhar, Pandit. Gadadhar, because Vallabhabhata was an aristocratic Brahmin and he wanted somebody to listen to his conclusions, the other devotees wouldn't listen because Lord Caitanya ain't going to listen. We aren't going to listen either. But Gadadhar listened. He says, well, and he was chanting. The devotee said, why are you listening to them? He says, well, I'm a Brahmin, but he's a superior Brahmin. And he was a little bit in that mood, for whatever reason. But he didn't like hearing from him. He didn't believe, he didn't have any faith in his conclusions. It's like the strong devotees, they can go and listen, but they won't have any faith. And they'll be used to chastise persons like that. Yeah. Yeah, and so anyway, this is another symptom when you go and you preach a lot and then you get followers. This gets energized sometimes, the false ego like that. Now you think you're a great teacher. So great, even better than the acharya. That the acharya is weak. No, you're just projecting. That's the danger of, remember, haven't I told you? That's like kind of when you become a teacher, you become a guru like that, a leader for people. And they start to respect you and give you honor and all that. And if you've got any false ego in there, it starts to swell, and then you become blind and weakened. Yeah. He might need to take a little time off and to recuperate from stuff, preaching. Yeah, we'll see how Krishna plays this. If he really wants Krishna, he'll get through it. Yeah, we always have fascinating things happen here, isn't it? Evolving, and it is very, very much by the book too. So we have the standard and all that. Yeah. So Vallabhabhata became a little bit humble, and then he actually admitted his fault. See, admitted the fault. He says, actually, I've been challenging. I wanted to challenge the acharya, and Lord Caitanya and devotees were giving me slaps. And that was his medicine. It cut down his pride. That's why those, if you're getting slaps now here in the Sangha, that's the medicine. Lucky you. Yeah, so if Johan doesn't watch these or things, all that, well, he's not ready. He's weak. Don't associate with weak devotees. Don't let them preach to you, because if you do, you're a fool. Those who are in weakness, and they preach their weakness to you. Okay, song time. Let's make a joyful noise to the Lord. Yeah. Where are we here? Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. For the false ego, dishonor is worse than death. It is a death. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Lord Caitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod, Prokashore Das Babaji, Jagannath Das Babaji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We got a strong line here. Gauranga, Krishna Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda. Here comes the sun, man. We got a lot of sun today. Did you feel tan? You feel a little tan today? I feel really tan. We got a tan today, Amy, huh? The sun was out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hey, little darlings. Here comes the sun. Can you take the sun? See, this sun burns the false ego, so it's good. Get as much of this sun as you can take. Hare Krishna, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga. Okay, we'll see you. Everybody have a good day, huh? We'll be back. Guaranteed.